Hi, and welcome to my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. This evening, I am using the beautiful pumpkins bundle, and it is a beautiful pumpkin. It has so much shading, and it's two-step to give it even more depth of color, and gorgeous. And so let me ask you, did you know there are blue pumpkins? I had no idea. I mean, I knew they were really popular in fall decor. I just thought it was a color choice, that we have freedom with it. And my friend came over yesterday to stamp with me, and she asked if I saw the pumpkins over at the grocery store right across the street. And I said, well, no. So we took a walk over, and oh my goodness, all the different colors. And I thought maybe they were painted. Not at all. So, and then we had a blast designing, well, a couple cards with different colored pumpkins, actually blue. And so I'm excited to show you. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Shelly Godby, and for 24 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. So let's have a closer look at this bundle, and it is gorgeous. You can see the shading, and it comes through when you stamp, and I've got it right here. And as gorgeous as it is, look how inexpensive it is. $36 for this bundle. How fantastic. The stamps, the dies, and we have outline dies for all the, well, for most of the images, not this one, but everything else. And then intricate dies. And we'll be using the stamp set and the dies. 36. I mean, I know I bought it, but I forgot that. Like, holy smokes. And so while I'm here with the QR codes, let me show you, our dies come on a sheet of cardstock with tape. And yeah, it can be challenging to get them back on that tape. So instead I get these magnet cards from Stampin' Storage. Separate company from Stampin' Up, but they have products to keep our craft rooms and craft room supplies beautifully organized. Super strong magnet cards. Just love these. And yet the dies come off easily. I don't know how they do it. And then I slide them into one of these pockets. There we go. You want the pocket and not the sleeve. And so if you'll follow that QR code over, you'll make sure you get the right thing. And, if you use my QR code or the link under the video, I get a tiny, but hey, everything's appreciated, commission for introducing you to all of these. So, but this beautiful pumpkins bundle, wow. Okay, and I need to mention it's an online exclusives. So this isn't pictured in the September through December 2025 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. Okay, holiday catalog, because it's an online exclusives. And so the end date, it very well could be, because it's so seasonal, while supplies last. I just don't know that. I can't tell you an end date. That's what makes the online exclusives a little interesting, huh? Oh, Miss Patricia is here. Hello, hello, hello. And Miss Margaret. Well, fantastic. Well, thumbs up and shares. Oh my goodness. Well, y'all are making my job so easy, reminding everyone to do that for me. I sure appreciate that. Okay, so let me show you. I was smart enough, because I'm not always the sharpest knife in the drawer, to take my phone with me to grab a picture. Look at those pumpkins. Last week I did, inspired from, a serving dish that was pretty, some yellow pumpkins, but my gracious, do pumpkins come in all kinds of different colors? I had no idea, and I zoned right in on this blue. She said there was a deeper blue one when she was there the day before, but it got gone. So this isn't painted, it's inspired by nature, and I'm excited to share my card with you. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm going to do two cards with you. I've got so much to tell you. I'm going to do two cards. So first a simple one, and then a stepped up. Oh, Miss Adelaide is here. Oh, and Miss Cherie. Hey, did you notice? You don't. Well, she knows because she was here. So it coordinates with my card. This is a Stampin' Up! Shirt. I do. I've had it forever and love it. Okay, so I'm going to use white willow cardstock. A big reason was because it comes in 12 by 12, and that was perfect for the size I need for my cards. This is 3 by 3. I thought, oh, there's no waste. So we'll give this a try. Okay, lots to tell you. I am going to do a blue pumpkin. Oh, thank you. And but stick around, because we were having so much fun playing with colors. I've got 2 more cards to show you with the beautiful pumpkins. And for those who, in my heart is with the traditional colors, with the oranges and all the regular fall colors. I just think it's fun to break out and do something different, especially when I find out there are truly blue pumpkins. It's just not a decor choice, an artistic choice. So I'm going to show you that. And then I've got something else to show you that came today. So stick around. All right. So white willow and my friend Patricia likes when I come in so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so we are zoomed in. And Lost Lagoon, does that not look like those pumpkins? To me it did. I thought that is it. Perfect. So I'm going to pick this up, slide it in. Oh, Miss Linda is here. Fantastic. All right, so this is a 2-step. Whoops. Okay, I'm not used to the zoomed in. This is a 2-step, meaning it takes 2 steps at least to finish it. But what's so cool about this is we're going to build one on top of the other and you get this depth of color. And a trick I taught myself when I was a brand new stamper. Oh, Miss Margaret loves blue pumpkins. Oh, good. Good, because I had a little backlash about my yellow pumpkins, even though it was inspired from a serving dish, so it made me a little nervous, but thought, okay, we're going for it. And so Miss Margaret loves blue pumpkins, so yay. Okay, so what I told myself, well, they used to, have the black. Okay, here we go. The darkest stamp gets the lightest color. So I would tell myself that, and then see, this is all the detail, so that would be in the darker color over top of the light. So it was just the opposite. The darkest stamp, meaning the image, of all the ink, is the lightest color, so then all that detail will show out. And since we have photopolymer stamps, I find it so much easier, the clear rubber, to do the darkest one first because it's easier for me to see through the light color for alignment. So my Lost Lagoon, I'm going to ink this all up. All right, and come over here onto my white willow, and I have a tendency for this one, I don't want to be all the way to the bottom. I want it to be about right here. And oopsie, I'm not used to. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that Lost Lagoon. I mean, it couldn't have been any better looking at that picture, and you can see the picture in the corner. It's a teeny. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Teeny tiny. I'm going to stay with Lost Lagoon. So we are going to do a technique called stamping off. I want to use the same color, but I want a variation of color. So we'll ink this all up. So this is our, whoops, that's the detailed one. I'm okay, really, I am. Okay, so now this is the mostly solid. Got that good and inked up. We'll come over here, evenly stamp off some of the ink. Now I need to come over here and see how easy it is to see through the lighter ink instead of the darker. And I think that looks pretty good. And stamp. Gorgeous. That is gorgeous. I'm not even asking. I'm telling you, that is gorgeous. It's so pretty on the white too. So we are, for now, done with this. And then I have crumb cake. Pick this up, slide that in, and then we have the stem. So get that good and inked up. And the first one I did, I had it floating. So now I know, and it still looked good, but I need to get down in here. Can you see me? Okay. Down in here, not floating so much. Oh, yeah. When I show you the first one that's floating, you're like, oh, yeah. Once you do it right, you get it. And it's easy. It was just fun playing around. Okay, so we are done with crumb cake. Beautiful. And then I have Miss Trish, just now she wants to stamp. Yeah, I mean, well, I fell in love with it. And I think I told you it's an online exclusives. It just took me a while to get here. And now that I've played with it, I can't wait to show you the other 2 cards. Old Olive is our next color. And so we have the leaf that comes with it. All right, so what I'm going to do is, what's kind of cool about it being so dark, I'm not really seeing the blue through it a little bit, but it's okay. And there we go. Beautiful, beautiful pumpkin. So now let's finish it. Oh, thank you, Miss Margaret. Okay. I wish it was up a little bit, but it's all good. So this, some Lost Lagoon cardstock, and our greeting will go on here. And I didn't tell you the greetings. The greetings in here are really nice. So grateful to have a friend like you and thankful for the small things. Wow, that's really important. If you stay thankful for the small things, mm, it's an important thing to do. It makes you grateful for the big things too, but it's all those little things that add up, right? All right, so I'm going to stay with Lost Lagoon. Thought about I didn't want to do black. I mean, it would have been fine, but I didn't have any black in here because I didn't have the outline. And I know if I did Old Olive on the Lost Lagoon, it would have been funky. Color on color changes, but the same color and the same color. My concern was, would it show up? And it does. It does. All right, so I have, and you know what? This is a clear block H, and this is a D. If you're not using our Clearmount blocks, my goodness, they are so comfortable. Do you see that grooved edge? And it's rounded and polished and comfortable, easy to hang on to. I mean, they'll spoil you. After using these and then going to the flat ones that come in the kits, I mean, I'm glad they come in, but oh boy. All right, so that's only place, so I have my placement. I didn't adhere it yet. So thankful for the small things, straight up and down. Beautiful. Let me tell you a trick about this. Look at this. I've got 4 chances because the way this layers on there, if I didn't do a good job, and then of course I still have the back. So, but that turned out beautiful, so I am good. And I need that in just a second, so we'll leave it open. I don't think I'll accidentally go into the wrong color. So what I want here is my Stampin' Seal to adhere this. Oh, thank you, Miss Louise. Oh, you all are making me feel so good. Like I said, I was a little nervous. I got some backlash on the yellow pumpkins. And although I loved my card. And I wish I had seen those pumpkins over there to know, boy, I didn't realize. I mean, my mom has grown pumpkins and they were always, pumpkin pie color. So this is cool. But the Old Olive and the crumb cake, so, so pretty with this. And, I love tone on tone. I'm going to layer this on here. And this started off, it was going to be a longer layer, and I grabbed a shorter piece, like, oh, I like this down here. So, but that felt lonely. So let's bring back my scrap paper and my Lost Lagoon pad. And we've got that beautiful, oh, what do you call it? Okay, Sheree will tell us. The vines. And she said they grow all over. And so, gosh, we had a good time. All right, so again, tone on tone. But this is going to add a beautiful decorative border. And I need to come up. I'm going in the center. There we go. Because before I did do, and it's really nice having it raised up here. It's a better. You know what? I can show you the one. I can show you the difference. Hopefully I'll do that to show you the floating stem and this not center, not starting in the center. Isn't this stamp is gorgeous. Okay. So, and then on here, and let's close this for my hand ends up in there. Okay. And so to finish it, it's like, okay, this is pretty, but it needed a little something. And that little something is some crumb cake cardstock back with my Stampin' Seal. Put my finger where, you see where it's a little opaque there? And I say 1 inch in each corner, but that's just about right. We're going to pick this up. I was going edge to edge, and I really preferred just peeking out on both sides. It looked better. It's so funny. All right, so now this will go on here. And we need my favorite adhesive ever, Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, this is different being zoomed in. You'll have to forgive me as I adjust. Okay, so love these things. These foam adhesive dots. Wow. Instead of just, okay, we can just see for ourselves. They're just flat, just fine. But now let's give it a lift, some dimension with the Stampin' Dimensionals. It always, I mean, I know that. Oh, thank you, Miss Adelaide. Oh, you all are making me feel good. I mean, I loved it. I do. And so I've got a friend who just got out over her fall stuff and sent me pictures, and they were the blue pumpkins. And now I feel so smart. And there we go. I mean, super simple, but simply pretty. Our blue pumpkins. And let's have a look at this picture again. Look how good this is. Is that not Lost Lagoon? This is so cool. All right, so now for the stepped up one. All right, so because it's that time, beginning of the month, I always do the simple one because this will be my October 2025 thank you card. But then I have a stepped up one. You know what? I can just go ahead and show you now. Look, so I don't forget. See the floating stem? Not so good. And here's the difference. It was, you know what? It's not bad. Actually, what I would like to do is maybe lower this one a little bit. But we liked that it filled in right here. So the difference. So you can see, okay. But definitely the stem better. The other we can debate, but stem needs to be right there. Okay, for our stepped up, we are going to add some die cutting. Oh, thank you, Miss Margaret. Oh, yeah, okay, you all are making me blush. Yes, thank you. Okay, and I have here my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And oh, wow, we have got to back out. Okay. There we go. Maybe not quite so much. You're not supposed to see my lap. Okay. Fantastic. So my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, love this thing. And then I need plate number 1 and plate number 2 to get to the appropriate thickness for the dies, or my magnetic platform. The link is under the video. I love this thing because all those little magnets, those circles, hold my cardstock and dies in place without needing any adhesive. But regardless if I use number 3, which is a separate purchase from Stampin' Up, I got this on Amazon, you need a plate number 3, a cutting plate. And I have a couple pieces of cardstock here, some old olive and crumb cake. I feel like I'm really far away. There's got to be some kind of compromise. Is that better? That feels more like it. Okay, so our stem, we stamped it in crumb cake, so this time we'll add it as a die cut. And then we're going to use this beautiful, it just went out of my head again, but you know what I'm talking about, the vine. There we go. And I thought maybe this was going to be be attached, but they're not. They're separate. But how nice we don't lose this teeny tiny die. So the rough edge, that's the cutting edge. Place that down, please, because that'll cut through it. And then you need another cutting plate. Place it on there. You don't want to scoot it. If you scoot it, you could scoot the dies. And that wouldn't be good. So let's go ahead and crank this through. All right. Let's see what we have. You know what? I had a dryer sheet here and forgot, but that just popped right out. Awesome. Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. Look, there's even a tiny one for the little pumpkin. All right, so there we go. And then, let's see, the small one still in here. But I've got my take your pick tool and our little push out holes. But had I run the dryer sheet over the die first, probably would have just popped right out. Not that it's coming out hard, but it is a pretty cool tip. And a little poke out. Oh, that was an actual part of the die to poke out to make it more detailed. All right, so let's gently pull this because the vines are quite fine. Yeah, this would have been a good one for the dryer sheet for sure. Okay. There we go. Fantastic. And right back on my magnet card. And look at that vine. Look at the intricacy of that. That thing is gorgeous. Oh, and I will come back in so you can see better what I'm doing. I thought, yeah, then they'll be able to see better how much I mess up. Oops, wrong way, wrong way. Here we go. Are we getting in closer? Okay, so we've got our pumpkin card, and let's turn all these over to the other side. And just my Stampin' Seal worked beautifully for this. Okay, getting on there. Okay. So you know where we're going with this, but it's all good. I can't wait to show you how else I dress this up. And still really quite a simple card to make, and this is a bundle that 36. Of course, oops, that wasn't good. Okay, but I didn't do that at all when I was playing. All right, so let's put this on. Tuck him down in there where he belongs. And the big one right here. I could do too big, but I think that looks really cute, even though on my, my just stamps, ink, and paper one. And this will just fit that in where it belongs. We are going to curve around here, and if it goes off the edge, all the better. We'll stick him right in there. There we go. No one will be any wiser. How gorgeous is this? All right, so then I have this stamped, because we had already done that. But this time, instead of the crumb cake, the perfect plaids. Is that gorgeous or what? This paper, let me quickly show. Timeless plaid, listen to. So here's the opposite side of the one I'm using. This paper is just amazing. So here we go. The different patterns that come in here. The Timeless Plaid and online exclusives that's been around, I would say, a year now. Online exclusives, you just don't know. But this one truly does seem to be timeless because the patterns are so pretty. And so this has the Lost Lagoon and the Old Olive. Oh my goodness. So pretty and just timeless. And I do hit. So there we go. Nice to have something for not just the men, of course, but it is nice to have something for the men. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Timeless Plaid. And that's 6x6 sheets. So this, gorgeous. So back with the Stampin' Seal. And straight across there. And it's funny, I did cut everything to the 4 1/4 and just really preferred this. And so is that pretty well centered? Maybe up just a tad. Oh, Miss Adelaide loves plaid too. I do too. This one looks like I could be a great flannel shirt. So of course, back with our Stampin' Dimensionals. And the other cards, you will like. All right. So nice and simple. And like I said, this will be for my October 2025 thank you card for those placing their Stampin' Up! Orders with me. So you order $50 or more, I'm going to send you one of these. And then you bump that order up to $150, you get one of my Stepped Up cards that we're finishing up right now. And the die cuts, wow. I'm just sitting there, I'm just blown away. I didn't even die cut this and it's still gorgeous, right? But the die cut's on there. And then for the finishing touch, well, I have the iridescent foil gems. And I need my Take Your Pick tool. All right, and I always press down on them so the adhesive sticks to the gem and not the acetate sheet. And I say that because it has happened to me. So let's tuck one in right here so it's part of the you know what I mean? Oh, the vine. Gracious. All right, and one right on here. And then let's grab, it could be either size, and right over here to ground that greeting, but still be part of the vines on the pumpkin. And there we go. So we have our simple, that's simply lovely, and then our Stepped Up. Wow, huh? 36, ladies. and gentlemen. Don't mean to leave anyone out. And so you really want the beautiful pumpkins. Okay, I've got this. But we'll do this. The beautiful pumpkins bundle. Wow, wow, wow. And that's just one pumpkin. I could have done two and stacked them up. All right, so you ready to see the other cards? Okay, so this one isn't that pretty. Oh, thank you, Miss Margaret. Isn't this pretty? And so this paper, that is all of our traditional colors, the gathering together. You know, I've used this. So here's that gathering together paper, the specialty paper, and then this is it's from the textured metallics, so it might be a little warmer and embossed in gold. And then you've got the foil in the paper. So let me tell you, this is old olive and crumb cake. And as it dried, I went, oh, that's pretty. But the one that we were, oh, thank you, Miss Adelaide. But are you ready for a real wow? Oh, did I tell you? Okay, I want to tell you the embellishments are the adhesive back metallic gems. So, and this is, since I stamped this in crumb cake, this is pecan pie. And I want to tell you what the embellishments were. Okay, but are you ready? Shouldn't build things up too much to disappoint anyone, but to me, this is such a wow. Look at that. Holy smokes. When I first stamped it, didn't love it, but when it dried and my colors, pumpkin pie and Cajun craze. I don't believe I've ever stamped pumpkins and Cajun craze, but the colors in the and I knew I wanted to use this paper, the gathering together. Well, one of them is Cajun craze, and actually pumpkin pie isn't in there. Thank you, Miss Dina. And it dried, and the colors just all melded. Went, oh my goodness! And this is another one of the patterns from the. I keep showing you the gathering together. This paper just blows my mind. Oh, there it is. You can see it right here. This is another one of those patterns. So that's why I said for the traditionalists, which we both love this card. You know, it was our idea to do blue, but we did that and we just kept staring at it. And I wanted to tell you the embellishments. Look how well these worked out. These are the pressed flower motifs. Worked really pretty with that. And and then to go with the paper, this is early espresso because that's one of the colors in the paper. And wow, wow, wow. Okay, and I have something else to show you. I guess we're going to call it a spoiler alert. Just a little sneak peek. Oh, Miss Shirley, you just got, well, thank you. Look what came today. Okay, so when you open your box, I haven't opened this yet. And we're not going to open all of this, but I wanted to so here's the stamp set so you can see better, okay? And because I think this is just going to be the coolest thing either. Here it is to go get it. So it's, 125 in products. I can't find that in writing, but they told us that on a leader's call, and I'm sure once we see it. And this could sell out anytime. And so I'm going to show, and we're going to open the box. We're not going to open anything in it, but we're just going to open the box and have a better look at what we can see that is online. All right. And if you don't want to see anything, this is your chance to turn away. But okay, so I can finally see these better. Birthday wishes, big thanks, always in my heart. Miss you, healing hugs, thinking of you, proud of you, love you for someone extra special. And then the images. All right. and so, but the cover of it makes you think it's Christmas. And I know one of my sweet stampers, she thought it was going to be a Christmas kit. And I said, oh, no, 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 no. Okay. So we've got our stamp set. So let's open up. I think I need to come out a little bit more. Okay. So let's have a look together. I thought that would be fun. Oh, so it came in another box. So it comes really well. Oh, okay. You know what? It's in the cellophane. And so tomorrow I will start opening up windows, and I will put in the title, spoiler alert. So for anyone who just, and that my sweet stamper, she says she's excited, but she really wants to know what she's getting for $99. And I said, well, I understand that, but also that'll spoil the surprise. So we're going to open it up and see what's happening before it sells out in the US. So you see all of this, and you see ornaments, and you're thinking Christmas, but look on here, these aren't. So I have a feeling that's going to be in the DSP, because you're seeing the same images, that are lining up with this. So yay. So I'm going to highly encourage you before it sells out in the US to get on over to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, and pick up your 12 days of crafting advent calendar. And if you just have to see what's inside, well, we're going to slowly start opening up the doors tomorrow. So again, don't look if you don't want a spoiler, but everything you're seeing here, you can see in the online store. We were able to see the images of the stamp set. It's just better here, and the box. But now we have, I have a ruler here. A good idea of the size. You can tell by my hand, but let's measure. So I was thinking it was 12 by 12. So that's 10 and a half by virtually 12. Okay, so there we go. Yay, life is good. So let's come back with my pumpkin cards. All right. And then, and we saw in that, pumpkins that were still green. So they must grow green like the blue ones. Who knew? Did everybody know there were blue pumpkins? And then this. So if you want, you can tell me which one you like best. Yes, Miss Cheryl, I'm all excited. I love good surprises. So I will open it up live. I won't do any sneak peeks ahead. So there we go. And all of my pumpkin cards. So yay, yay, yay. I don't know what you're asking. Will I do a daily card or a weekly, honey? I'm not sure what you're asking. I've always do my Tuesday videos. And then with the advent calendar, we'll have to see. Since I'm opening it live, we'll just have to see. Anyway, I don't have it all fleshed out yet, but it's all good. Okay. I'm not promising anything, but having a look at them with you so you can see what you're getting. And let's do this. I want to get rid of, so I can put the chat over here. There we go. All right. And I need to come back over here. Fantastic. All right. Now I can put the chat up here where I can see and talk with you. So there we go. Fantastic. And starting tomorrow too, for October 1st, for the month of October, they're having a recruiting special. And if you have been wanting, if you think, oh my goodness, Shelly has so much fun, and I do, and you thought, I would love to start my own business, and you're in the US, I'd love to have you join my team. And I've been doing this almost 25 years, 24 years, a lot of experience, and I can help you get to whatever level of success you would like. And so we're having a fabulous recruiting or new demonstrator special tomorrow. You know what, Miss Adelaide? I have no idea what time. I have an obligation at church, and someone's coming over to join my team. So it'll be whenever I pop in. I don't know how. Oh, and my handyman's coming in the morning. So it's one of those like, okay, it won't take long. I'll just pop in and take care of it. I'm sorry I can't tell you what time, because right now it feels like my life's not my own. I'm sure many of you understand that. We get pulled in so many different directions. So tomorrow there will be 3 new kits. There's a Christmas one. Muted. I love muted colors, so I will be getting that one for sure. It looked really pretty, and but muted. But I like that. One was Nutcracker gift tags, and they were really cute. Nutcrackers with those baring teeth kind of freak me out. These were all very, very pleasant, very cute. And the other was, I think, a journal. And they didn't let us see anything about that. So there will be new crafting kits tomorrow. Oh, and you'll get to register for the Traditions of Christmas. And my goodness, you really want to get this, I used that the other day. Let me show you this. So tomorrow we can register for that class. There we go. And I did this card with it last week. How close can I get so you can see better? This is beautiful. And the paper to go with it, the whole suite. And so you want that suite in this class. It's going to be great. And of course, the 12 days of Christmas calendar and the beautiful pumpkins bundle. And, if I show it to you, it's available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, unless I tell you differently, such as that magnetic platform and the magnet cards in the sleeves. Yeah, Miss Cheryl, the kits are awesome. And so, okay, so October 1st, new kits, register for that class, and life is, yeah, the DSP for the Traditions of Christmas paper, gorgeous. The whole suite is gorgeous, and it's a mega suite, meaning it has two bundles in it. And so anyway, I hope you'll join me because I am definitely taking that class. And we'll have the measurements for everything to do everything ahead of time, and life will be good. Okay, so thank you. It is that time. I've been talking, talking, talking. And I'm so glad you all enjoyed. Oh, thank you, Miss Cindy. I don't think I saw your comment. You enjoyed my blue pumpkin cards. And now when I see pumpkin decor that's blue, I'm going to be really tempted because, wow, that's a beautiful blue that's occurring in nature. So, all right. And if you would order in my online store, I sure would appreciate that. And that again is www.shopwithshelly.com. I am here every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And whenever I jump in, you don't know. I've come in every other day of the week. I don't, the Tuesday is don't bother me. That's Tuesday. But the other days, whenever. But starting tomorrow, we are going to start opening a door and seeing what's inside if you want to see. If not, please, I don't want to spoil anybody's fun. Not at all, because I love good surprises too. So to make sure you find out when I'm going live, hit that subscribe button. YouTube will give you a notification. Facebook does. Rumble, I don't know. Instagram, I'm pretty sure not. But Facebook and YouTube will let you know that I'm about to go live. And so that's good. So you'll make sure you don't miss anything. And the best part of joining me live, no ads. Ads don't go on until after the video. So, plan to be here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and then subscribe so you'll get notified whenever I decide to jump in. So there we go. It's that time once again. Thank you for joining me, and I really do. I love the interaction with you and doing the live videos. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles. Good evening, and God bless.